What's up, church family? I'm so excited and happy to be able to share the word with y'all today, to be able to go into this verse and learn more about the Bible and about Jesus with y'all today. I hope y'all are doing well. All right, let's get started. So the verse is Luke chapter 16, verse 10. So we'll get right into it. So the verse is, "Whoever can be trusted with very little can also be trusted with much, and whoever is dishonest with very little will also be dishonest with much." So whenever I first read this, I thought this was very easy to understand. I felt like it was very cut and dry. So from a worldly aspect, the first thing that popped into my mind was, okay, well, let's say my parents give me $10, $20, right? I spend all that $20 on candy or something silly like that, right? Next time I ask my parents for, let's say, $100 or $200, they're most likely not going to trust me with $100 or $200 based off of how I spent my money the last time I asked them for money. So that was kind of my worldly interpretation of this verse. It's the first thing that came to mind. But there's a lot more to this verse than just that. So basically, to give y'all some context, this verse was actually a parable. This verse was part of a parable that Jesus was telling. It's basically about a manager, and he was just ripping off his customer. He kept on jacking up the price. He just wasn't trustworthy, and this was sort of Jesus calling out the Pharisees, actually, because he knew that they were greedy and they were not wise with their money. So what was the point of this parable, and what did Jesus want his disciples and us to get out of this verse? So to understand that, I had to also read the verse right after verse 10, verse 11. So I'll read that. "So if you have not been trustworthy in handling worldly wealth, who will trust you with true riches?" I'll read that again. "So if you have not been trustworthy in handling worldly wealth, who will trust you with true riches?" So having wealth is completely fine. A lot of us are blessed with homes, a roof over our head, and wealth, money, provides that. And a lot of us should be very grateful for everything we've been given. But everything comes with its upsides and downsides, pros and cons. So, like I said, having wealth is fine, but when you misuse this wealth and you become greedy, like the Pharisees or like this manager, you're already making a mistake. That's your first mistake. Truth is, the money we make here, the grades we make in school, the types of shoes you have, how good you are at your sport, the type of car you drive, the type of clothes you wear, whatever it is, that's not going to matter when you're in heaven. It only matters because someone else says it matters, to be honest. So, to simplify this, imagine you're in another country and you have American dollars, right? You need to go to the store and you need to buy one small thing. If you approach the store, if you're at the checkout and you give them 1,000 US dollars, you have 1,000 US dollars in your pocket, and you give them all the money you have for this small item, they're not going to take it. No matter how much money you have, it's going to be completely worthless to them because you're in another country and it has no value unless you're in the US. And if the money you have, the paper you have, has no value, then you're not going to be able to get anything. So, what is valuable in God's eyes? To answer that, it's your relationship with Jesus Christ, his son. You see, you can have millions, billions of dollars, but if you use it all on yourself and for your selfish needs, you won't be trusted with much of what God has to give you. He won't entrust to you what truly matters. Now, having said that, there is a quick fix to this problem, no matter how selfish you've been, no matter what you've used your money for, or however you've dealt with your worldly items or your issues. There's a huge and easy fix to this problem, and that is, again, his son, Jesus Christ. To be exact, it's going back to Jesus and repenting and confessing your sins. That's all I have for y'all today, but thank you for listening. I hope you'll have a great day, great rest of your week. I'll see y'all around.